Here's the setup guide, which is about useless. It does nothing more than direct you to install their app. In this video, I'll show you how to set up a linksys ax6000 router, and this is actually a mr9600 model. The ax6000 refers to the type of Wi-Fi and the throughput, the data rate speed, which is 6,000 megabits per second. So the first thing that you're want to do is actually plug in your internet cable from your modem to the router and then turn it on. Whenever you turn it on, you're going to see a blinking blue light, and then it will eventually become purple. It might take like 2 minutes. It'll be flashing purple, or it'll be solid purple, and then go to the either an Android or an Apple app and choose, in this case it's going to ask you what kind of router. This is a mesh router. We're not using it for that, we're using it as a regular router, but that's what it is in the app. Next, you're going to have to create an account with Linksys, just a simple username and password. And then it will link that account to the router, and you can set up your network name and password combo. After you've created the password, you want to connect your phone to the new Wi-Fi router network, and then it asks you this question. I just think it's funny. They're asking me what I have to choose what room it's in, so I'm going to say living room. I guess if you had several routers, that might be important to know. You can. And finally, all the setup is done, so I'm going to go to my dashboard. Get notified when a child node goes offline. So this means if you had another router that was connected to the main router. Now only one router can be connected to your modem because the modem has one output. However, if you have a large house and the one router can't sufficiently reach all the rooms, you might want a second router that would be a child node of the first router. So it's already telling me I need to get an update. So I have a brand new router, but I need to update the firmware, which, I mean, that's fair enough. So whenever the update happens, hopefully everything will come back on without any additional setup needed. The update has downloaded, and now it's restarting the router. So in my case, after the update, it got stuck on the restarting page, and it was obvious that the router had already restarted, and my phone had no clue. So I closed out of the Linksys app, reopened it, tried to log in, and I couldn't. And then what it had me do was there's a sticker on the back with a recovery key, and I punched in that recovery key, and it let me change the password on my account. After doing that, then I was able to log into the router, and everything is working fine now. Hopefully this video was helpful for those of you installing this router. For me, it was a new process using an app to set up a router. Usually in the past I've used the web page that's served by the router and punching in the default IP address, but those are the old days and things are switching over to using apps. Now, in case you're wondering why am I making this video if they have a user guide, well they do. I'll show you. This is the user guide, setup guide. It says setting up new Wi-Fi, download and launch the Linksys app. Okay. Are you adding Linksys mesh network? No, I'm not. Here's what the status lights mean. And do you need more help? So there's not anything really on the setup guide pertaining to setting up the router. It just directs you to install the app. So, hopefully all that goes smoothly for you.